Getting money when I want. Applying pressure till they crumble. Gotta need help cause I'm trying to stay humble. Whip it out, whip it out, whip it. Anyway, it's episode 4. We can do better than that.
Episode 4. And we got a special guest.
Special guest. Always talking on Instagram. Always _ talking on Instagram. Y'all go follow, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's episode 4, so I got a lot of good feedback from episode 3. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go on YouTube and go watch that.
Make sure y'all watch that.
But let's do it.
When you put me in, make sure you put some hand clap. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, first order of business today, we're gonna talk about the thugs that were riding.
I'm talking about thugs.
Hooligans.
I ain't talking about the Tupac kind. I'm talking about mayonnaise flavor.
Oh, the Caucasians, the copies of America.
So what was y'all initial reaction when you did see it?
I was like, what in the white people is going on?
Were you mad? Was anybody mad?
No, of course not. I don't care.
I wasn't mad. I wasn't shocked. The only thing I was disappointed because how would you let all these caucus people run into the Capitol and you telling the world, okay, it's that easy to break into the Capitol? It's that easy. Like,
nah, you know it ain't that easy. It had to be an inside job to me.
That's what I'm saying, but you portray to the world that, okay, it's that easy to break in. Right, the crackers of America did it, we can come do it too.
Now they looking at us like we soft, like we proud. You know,
we the third world country.
But anyway,
when I first seen it, I always felt like, or as soon as I seen it, I felt like it was staged or like
it felt like that.
But I don't know why though. Like staged for what or set up for what?
I feel like more people in power positions that work at places like the capital of the country believe that whatever that side believes. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like them people weren't even wrong for that. So that's why they was letting them through the gates. That's why they was taking selfies with them and all that. Right. Same way you saw like when Black Lives Matter was doing all the protesting, so you saw like some people with black people in the National Guard like, I ain't even gonna do nothing, I'm just gonna chill.
I feel like it was a slap in the face though to the Black Lives Matter protesters who were out here protesting all summer. I feel like it was a slap in the face because you saying, okay, we really don't mean nothing to y'all. You know, it's that easy to shoot and kill us down. But when the caucus of America break into the Capitol and all we doing is protesting peacefully.
What it also showed, police know how to do their job right.
Yes.
For the right person.
Yes.
They know how to do their job right.
Did you see the video when the police officer was helping the lady down the stairs to make sure she don't get hurt? After she just pleasantly escorted her out of her terrorist attack.
That's what they really are. Those were terrorists. That was a
terrorist.
Yeah.
That's about bad. I'm taking the other dude to McDonald's or Burger King.
Yeah, Dylan Roof.
Lock him up.
They took him to Burger King before they took him to jail.
Crazy.
And he just killed 9 black people.
Killed 9 black people in the church.
So yeah.
At prayer night, bro.
That's the world we live in, though. That's the world we live in.
Yeah. So all I gotta say to that is, we're gonna keep fighting.
America is weird. America is the ghetto.
I'm waiting on the aliens to come get me now. I've been trying to do my little eclectic song so they can hit me and come get me.
Told you the aliens coming, bro. See, you know, the aliens are here.
Man, like my boy Adrian said, I'm from the States because ain't nothing united about us right now.
Okay.
I'm waiting for y'all to come get me.
Aliens are real.
Universe, come get me. Send my people to come get me, please.
Aliens, I don't got nothing against nobody, and I want to be on y'all team. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, make sure you're not intercepting this into y'all little stuff during the day. And I bet they're like, these morons, we are so much more educated than them.
I got another question though.
What's up?
Who y'all think gonna win the Super Bowl?
You know what? My team they got put out already. So my team ain't going, so I don't know.
I think the Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs gonna play Tampa Bay and Chiefs gonna win.
I know this is gonna be so statistical, but I don't care nothing about sports. I don't know what's going on.
You're gonna disappoint so many women right
I know,
now.
and I'm so sorry women, but I just can't get into it. But you know, it is women out there who love sports. It's just not me. It's not me. So I have nothing
You know
to
who
say
Tom
about-
Brady is?
I do know Tom Brady.
Let's
He
say
make
Tom
the
Brady
Patriots.
gonna win.
No, they say
No, that nigga went to the
Wrong
Patriots.
again. It's alright. It's
But he
alright.
got traded. He got
Tampa
traded.
Bay right
Yeah, he
there.
got traded. He used to play for the Patriots because he the one used to win out Super Bowls. That's what I do know.
Season.
But if I'm gonna bet on somebody, I'm gonna bet on the Chiefs this year.
I mean, I guess we can get on up out of that because
Tickle Pink got hit over there. Chewing that hard ass pink.
yeah, I guess we're gonna have to get up on out of that.
Yeah,
Because people ain't have not to say.
let's go to something that kind of sparked some interest on your page. So this Planned Parenthood meme, man.
Alright.
Explain that one.
Alright,
Explain
so-
that one.
Go ahead.
I saw this meme and it sparked my interest, so I went ahead and shared it. Basically, it was like it had the man and a woman got together, created a child, but in one instance, the man wasn't. Well, let's go with the woman first. The woman wasn't ready to deal with her responsibility, and the man was. So she went to Planned Parenthood and went and took care of her. Basically, got an abortion. So instance number 2. The woman was ready to have a child, but the man wasn't. So he just went and did what a lot of men do in our situation, and he went and ghosted her. And she was a single mother.
I'm gonna say this before we get into it. I am pro-choice. I believe anyone can do whatever they want to do with their body, and I feel like nobody else can tell them what to do with their body. So I just want to point that out.
And I just stay out of folk business, so I don't care.
Right.
So basically, what I realized when I saw that meme was that in both instances, everybody wrong. But let's go from that point because nobody's accepting responsibility.
That's true.
So
That's true. That's
but
facts.
then let's get to the fact that which one is worse? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. So I'm gonna speak on both sides, and it's gonna make it quick. I'm gonna let y'all pick it up. Okay. The one with the woman wanting to get the abortion because even though the man is ready to handle his responsibility, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this: we should be laying down with nobody that we don't see being our child's father anyway. You know, that's point blank period. But of course, like all of us, we don't do that, including me. Okay. So, at the end of the day, again, you can't tell a woman what to do with her body. I feel like it still should be a conversation, but at the end of the day, if she doesn't want to keep it, that's on her. Now, when it comes to the point, and I'm probably gonna get beat up online about this. When it comes to the point with the man telling the woman that he doesn't want the baby and she does, I feel like if he ghosts you after that, that's on you because that was already explained. Y'all had a conversation about it. You're gonna have to live with that. You know, that's just me, and I'm gonna get beat up online about it, but that's how I feel because if y'all sit down and have a conversation and you telling her, I don't want this baby, that's just like in the woman instance. Let's say she would have kept the baby, and the dude was like he wanted it, and she's like, I don't want the baby. She done gave you the baby, now she gone. She told you she don't want to have no baby, she gone. So you can't really say nothing. Exactly what to do.
Yeah. So in society, in those two instances, one of them is looked at, one is frowned upon. When a man leaves his family and he don't take his responsibility, it's frowned upon. He's a deadbeat, right? But in the other side of society, with the woman not accepting responsibility, it's looked at as woman's right to woman's. You know what I'm saying? Her body, her choice is women's rights. Get out of
and
our
the
face.
way I look at it, it go on a deeper level of thinking about it. When you look at the situation as far as this, so when the man gave up his seed, it's kind of like he gave up that option to choose what she do.
That's the way I
feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whether she have the baby or not, because technically she can't really prove that it's yours until it's here.
Oh, hold up. Here we go.
That ain't true.
No, that's not.
They can DNA test while the baby's still inside the stomach.
Yeah.
Okay, but the baby's got to be there, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So you
Inside the
saying
stomach.
Yeah, it gotta be.
What I'm saying
Explain it.
is, even if you 100% sure that it's yours, it can be a whole nother side going on with her.
Yeah, you
That
right.
she may not know that it may not be yours.
That's
So I don't know.
That's a different scenario though,
I
because
think
you can have somebody.
that's a whole different ballgame.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
but this is what I'm getting to though. So you kind of gave up that option though once you gave up your seed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whether she chooses to keep it or not is kind of not up to you no more.
That's
As a
the
man.
That's the way you want to go?
In my eyes.
Go ahead.
The way I felt about, like what you said, how if y'all had a conversation and man already told you don't want no kid and you had a kid and she should be expecting that. I feel like when y'all had a conversation, that was a conversation between two adults. It ain't about the two adults no more once that baby is
That's
in the
true.
picture. Now it's about the baby. Now use your actual adulthood decision making skills and do what you're gonna do with that. But I just with the meme, like if one is, I don't think one's worse than the other. Somebody online told me today that the dad choosing to leave is worse because the baby's already born, and then he leaves.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's almost like you ain't got no.
Okay, Michael.
Go ahead.
Alright, this is what I think. I think that in a situation, first of all, if the woman don't want the child, so this on the woman not want the child in. If she don't want the child, after 9 months, 8 months, 7 months, however long it take you to have a baby, you could just give it up for adoption if you just don't want it. Or you can just give it to the dad since he wants it.
Yeah.
If you don't want it that bad, just give it up once you have it.
So you don't believe in abortion?
I don't think that nobody should kill anything.
So you don't
if
believe in
you
abortion?
can try not to, I'm not gonna say I don't believe in abortions because it's situational. So if somebody rape you, then you have a baby. I don't want you to have that baby because then every time you look at that baby, it's that's a sore spot at that point. So I don't think that situation, you might get you one. Then I feel like, maybe it's a wife who doing something she ain't got no business, and she get an abortion to hide some shit.
I've definitely seen that before.
I have too.
That don't make it right though.
It don't
That
make
don't
it
make it
right.
right, but that's a situation where for me I'd be like,
But
yeah, you might want to get one.
You might want to deal with it.
Right.
You might want to
But
deal
you
with it.
talking about just like I don't feel like dealing with this right now.
So, right.
Yeah.
That's. I mean.
No, that's kind of the same
But
thing.
that's also something that could change your life dramatically. Though.
That's-
A baby gonna do that regardless. But I feel like in them two situations, some stuff like that's a lot to deal with. If you married and you got a baby on the way that's not your husband's,
But no, you can't. But just because, okay,
because she been doing something she got no business.
that's why I say that's why I'm pro-choice, because you can't just put abortion on situations. Because in that case, you said about the wife having a baby that's not her husband's. That's her not wanting to own up to what she did. So that's the same thing as having a regular abortion because you're not ready for it. So I don't feel like
I agree.
it's situation. I feel like you're either pro-choice.
That situation a little worse.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But
So that's like the negative.
Can we say it'll be more acceptable situational because at the end of the day, the same action is happening. You killing somebody,
Right.
so like, I mean, that don't really help the case.
I'm just saying, for me, them two situations would be something that I think like it could be justified. It don't make it right.
Check this out.
It just could be justified.
This one I just thought about. At the end of the day, in both of them situations, everybody was being selfish and did what they needed to do for their situation. The dude left because it'll be more convenient for him, and the woman got the abortion because it's more convenient for her.
Right. So now let me flip it. Hold on, because I ain't done my point. On the other end,
Ladies and gentlemen,
on the other end, I feel like if a dad or a parent, that's a man, decides to walk away from a woman that's having a baby, I don't feel like he should be called a deadbeat because it just seemed like he wasn't ready for the situation. I feel like, especially because I've seen it, I feel like most of the time, if you give men some time, we'll come around. So like most of the time, instead of calling them a deadbeat, it might take 5 years, 7 years, 9 years, 30 years sometimes.
Nigga,
No.
This
This what I'm saying. Some men, wait, I'm saying,
stop at the 7.
no, I'm saying some men don't
I
want.
was gonna stop at the 3.
Listen. I'm saying some men, I've seen it. Some men don't want to have a relationship with the child until they both realize, oh, we too grown for this. So on the kids' end, they're grown up now. They're an adult. They want a relationship with their parent now. And on the parents' end, now they're ready. Like, oh, you can sustain yourself, so I don't really have to do much. So I'm okay with having a relationship. But that don't make sense. But it's how it happens.
What's the definition of a deadbeat?
Hold on, let me. I gotta stop. No, I gotta get to your point before I begin. I don't like it. I don't like it because how are you? Okay, again, this is why I'm pro-choice. Why would you bring a child to this world? I'm going back to your point. 3 years, 7 years, 10 years, even 30 years. Your child has been without you 30 years and they like. So how is that okay? You see what I'm saying? But then it's not okay for her to get an abortion. Like, so, I wouldn't even want to put my child.
I'm not saying it's okay. What I'm saying is, at a certain point, a healing has to happen. And that could be 30 years down the road sometimes. Sometimes that could be something that dramatically changed somebody's life.
Or you could just stay and there won't have to be no healing.
Or you could just do an
You stay and we heal together. What you mean?
I agree. You should. That's why I take care of my responsibility. I ain't got time for none of that.
There you go.
That's me though.
Yeah, because after 7, 5, 9, however many years.
You should have just got the abortion and kept moving.
No,
No. I'm sorry. I got to speak from my point of view. I grew up without my dad in my life for like, 22 years? Like, okay, it's cool. Did it affect me? Not really. But I'm saying, like, I don't have that.
It might have had more effect than you realize. You don't realize the effect because it wasn't there to have the effect.
True, and this is the point I'm getting to. Out of 22 years, I finally met my dad. We talked or whatever. We don't have a relationship, so it's like he was never there. You see what I'm saying? So,
from that point forward, though, if y'all don't have that relationship, that's both of y'all fault.
No, because I put forth the effort. He tries, but it's never gonna be the same.
It just won't be what you want it to be.
No, it's never gonna be the same. It's never gonna be that father-daughter relationship. It's never gonna be that.
You know what?
I don't think so.
Like
Perhaps I see possibilities where you see limitations. Perhaps.
Perhaps. No.
So, but this is what I was gonna say. All them 3, 7, 5 years that you could have been there, that's just 3, 5, 7 years of abandonment issues, insecurities that didn't have to be there. All these toxic things that's forming into this human being.
That can also be
big
fixed.
toxic adult.
That can also be fixed, worked on, and changed.
But why would you want to
Yes,
put your
can.
child through that anyway, though? That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying you have to put them through that or want to
That's
put
what
them
you.
through that.
That's what you're doing.
What I'm saying is some men need
said we
time
should take the
to realize
deadbeat
the
label off.
situation.
You said we should
I'm
take
saying no
deadbeat
man
label
should
off.
be called a deadbeat. I'm saying everybody should have a chance to come around.
What if
And
it's
So just like if the woman don't want that child then and she gives that child to the male figure, the other side, the other parent, if she get that baby away, don't call mom a deadbeat or don't talk shit about mom. This mom, you need to know who she is, and when she ready, she'll come around.
I just feel like you're putting your child through too much trauma. I just feel like you're just doing too much.
It
Like,
is.
But I feel like
It
it
is
should
doing a lot.
It should be a title. It should be a title for people that create people that create human beings and don't take responsibility for them. Because that should be shunned because of how much trauma you're putting on the person that's being
It
created.
is.
when
It should be
in the
shunned.
beginning,
It should be shunned.
in the beginning, y'all could have had a conversation that could have been talked out, and y'all could have just handled that pro-choice, pro-abortion. That's what you could have did.
Sometimes you meet people and you don't have that amount of time to get to talk to them and have that information. So what you gonna do if we never had a conversation but we fucking around and we end up with
If I'm
babies?
fucking around with somebody and I get pregnant, I'm like, look, I'm pregnant. What's your thoughts on that? And you tell me, okay, I'm not ready to be no father. Great. I'm not even gonna keep the baby whether I want it or not because
Why not though? Because in 9 months, maybe I'm ready now.
I'm not gonna wait 9 months.
Who knows? That's what I'm
ready.
saying.
No,
So
I got a
that's
whole-
on the shorter term right there. 9 months. Oh, now baby, here I'm ready. All of a sudden,
I'm not
but it
waiting
could
on
take
that.
3 years.
I got a
You
whole.
see what I'm saying? Now it's the same concept.
I get what you're saying.
No.
I get what you're saying.
I'm saying sometimes people need time. That's
No,
all I'm saying.
I got a whole.
And they should be
it's-
allowed to have that
that-
time.
I don't feel like that.
That's how I
I
feel.
got a whole
Now,
conspiracy theory
my
about
thing is, if you give that initial answer that you ain't ready, then you kind of just gave up your option then still.
I think the same reason we got vaccines for diseases that were created in the lab, same reason we got ghettos, same reason we got food deserts, same reason we got division within certain communities and certain disadvantages to certain communities is I think that's the reason we have a lot of Planned Parenthoods. And when you go to Planned Parenthood, go and watch what community it's gonna be in.
You know it.
So I think it's a certain human beings have a certain limit to be on the planet because you can't have but so many humans on the planet or we're gonna start decaying the earth like we're doing now. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree.
You don't think that? I can show you go look at a map. Everywhere human beings are on the planet, the planet starts to rise.
The only thing, and I'm gonna wrap this up because we finna move on to the next point. I just feel like again, pro-choice. I feel like you better do whatever you want to do with your body. I still feel like there should be a conversation that should be had between the two parties. Where you go from there, that's on you and what you decide. But I'm pro-choice and I'm pro-do whatever the hell you want to do. Don't let these folks out here trick you like that.
So what you gonna? So I got a question.
Don't let them people trick you.
What happens? What happens when you have a conversation?
Ghost babies
and when you have.
Not the ghost baby.
I'm telling you, them child that your kids are gonna be in your dreams every night.
I'm just
talking. Why, mommy? Why?
No.
What happens when? What happens when you have a conversation as a woman that you had a conversation with the other party? He want the baby, but you don't. What happens then? What do you feel should happen then as a woman?
True.
Okay, I'm gonna talk it over. I'm gonna explain to you why I don't want you to be my child's father. Because that's one reason why most people have abortion. They don't want you to be the child's
They
father.
don't like the dad.
Yes.
Okay.
Secondly, I'm gonna explain to you why I'm not ready. And third of all, I'm gonna come up too. I'm not gonna depend on no man to take care of me and a baby. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you that I may not be ready financially. I may not be ready, emotionally. I might not be ready mentally. Like it's so many key factors that tie to being like a parent. You gotta think long term. I'm not thinking like, okay, well, we have a baby because you told me that you want to have a baby. No, I'm thinking long term. Like
I don't think nobody's ready to be a parent. To be honest with you,
You'll never be ready.
There's no such thing as being ready for a kid.
You'll never be ready.
But that's what I think.
There's no such thing as ready for
But
kids.
you can better prep yourself for the stages in life.
You can prepare and you can set up some stuff, but it still won't prepare you
won't
as well
prepare
as
for
you
a
think
baby
you
at
prepare.
17 the way you prepare for a baby.
Well, I still feel like
17
everybody should
years
be
will be gone.
practicing safe sex out there, abstinence and safe sex. Do that, you won't have to
There
worry
you
about
go.
any of this.
That's what I'm talking about. Follow the Lord. Why y'all laughing?
Moving on to our next topic. This is one thing that I've been waiting to talk about. Does Drake make or break careers? I would like to start off with this.
Let me start. I think Drake make careers.
Okay, what you think?
That's
Just give
what
me
I
an
think.
answer. Just give me an answer. Does he make or break?
He make careers.
I think
Are you on the fence or make or break?
I'm on the fence.
Okay,
I
stay
don't
right
know.
there. Make or break.
Earlier today.
Wait, no.
We talking about now. We talking about earlier today.
No, I'm about to give my answer.
To make or break. This I don't
No.
know about earlier. It's make or break.
Earlier, I had the same thing as Twan. I was like, I think Drake make
Okay,
your career,
well,
right?
it's all
But
in.
now,
No, it ain't your turn.
after-
It ain't your turn.
Alright.
It's my turn because I'm probably gonna be like, no, you put your laptop on.
go ahead.
Okay, I feel like Drake, and I love you to death, Drake. If you watching this, I love you. Okay. Anyway, Drake,
He
you
ain't gonna love you
definitely.
after
I don't care. Drake, you out here breaking these niggas' careers only because.
Now name somebody's career he broke.
Name
I
somebody.
stand on your point.
Okay,
Hold on. For everyone she give, I'm gonna give one. Go ahead.
Block Boy JB.
Migos.
Okay. Party Next Door.
Lil Baby.
He didn't make Lil Baby. Oh, he did not. Like,
I say that.
No.
He did not. He did
No,
not.
Lil
He
Baby
did
started
not.
to take off after he had the Drake feature. Stop.
No, because he had that. He was taking off when he had freestyle. No,
But
because I remember
Drake
Lil
featured,
Baby.
Drake on that blue cover with
He
Lil
didn't make
Baby,
Lil
the
Baby
blue
career.
and white cover.
He did not make Lil
I
Baby.
promise
People
you.
in the
No.
South,
He
we
had
were
one or
already on
two
Lil
songs.
We
He
was-
had My Dog and Freestyle. After that,
he
Drake
was
got
coming
on
up.
hot.
He was coming up with them. I believe right in my soul.
Over
right
time,
in the
I
day.
do agree he would have
Right in the
developed
day.
into what he is
would've-
now.
would've
I
took
do
off,
agree.
He would have took off at the same pace that he was already going. Drake,
No,
Drake, no,
not the
listen,
same pace.
Listen,
Hell no.
listen.
Okay,
Hell no.
Drake,
Hell no.
Drake, got on that. Let me see how Drake. Drake gets on every song that is hot, so he can stay relevant as well. As an artist, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I say he breaks careers because my prime example is gonna be Party Next Door. I've been a Party Next Door fan since forever, since when he first came out. And
Okay.
people know this about me. Okay.
So if
Wait, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
It's spicy.
Look at that. Always talking. Always talking.
Always talking. Please follow her on Instagram.
Always
underscore
underscore
talking.
talking.
Always underscore
Jesus.
talking. Thank you. Okay. Only reason I'm saying that is because Party Next Door was out before The Weeknd. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but he was. When The Weeknd came out, Party was like, he was getting his momentum. When The Weeknd came out, it shot him over him. Okay, I still feel like today that Party Next Door is the better artist over The Weeknd. The Weeknd does have more pop hits, he's more out there mainstream, but I feel like his career was deterred.
Are we talking about
saying-
Weeknd or Drake?
You saying The Weeknd left Drake and his skyrocket,
Yes.
and Party Next Door stayed with Drake.
So he stayed with Drake to write his songs. Now, I'm not saying that
Okay.
Party Next Door does not have a good career, but his career should be surpassed The Weeknd's. The Weeknd should have never surpassed Party
He's
Next
more
Door.
talented, I would say.
He definitely is. Okay, shout out to you, Party. You need to get away from that nigga because he got you stuck. Okay, you still sitting there writing. He is. I guarantee you, pretty much every song that's gonna be on Drake's new album, Loverboy, I'm pretty sure Party Next Door has majority of those songs. He has that man locked in where he cannot surpass to his highest potential. Now, am I gonna blame all that on Drake? No, because Party Next Door need to get out too, because he stay writing songs for Rihanna. And like he's still writing songs when I feel like he should move to the forefront as an artist.
Maybe that's his passion, right? So.
I don't know. But y'all tired right now.
Yeah, I think it's time right now. So who gonna
So
be
I
tired?
think Drake break and make him then.
So y'all both on the fence.
I'm on the fence because I just seen niggas after a Drake feature.
I think they
Blind
blessed.
Boy JB was the all I needed because
And I
after
wish
that
you would
show,
name another one because I'm named Young Blue next.
he did not put Young Blue on.
He just skyrocketed Young Blue. Stop. He just did.
No,
Stop.
he didn't. Young Blue was already on.
That
You got-
man just got skyrocketed.
All right, this is what I think. This is the difference in the conversation. Kenny,
He is on.
let's
already,
say
but he
here,
got skyrocketed.
here,
after
Young
Drake.
Blue is on, but people in New York, people in Boston, and all that was like they weren't on Young Blue.
I beg to
But
differ.
now,
I beg to differ. I have,
Think
a
they
friend I have a friend that stays in Connecticut. They listen to a majority. Of course, that music's gonna be a little bit more different, but I beg to differ. I definitely beg to differ, especially with the South rising into this and music
Yeah, I
as a group. Like
You
people are
said
not
you was
listening to
already
it.
out there globally.
That's what I'm saying.
so if you blow up in the South, you blow up everywhere.
Because that's just what's on the rise right now. Nobody listens to their rapidy rap. You know, don't get me wrong. Okay,
Old
nobody
people do.
Older people. That's not the new generation that's out there buying
Fuck is
music.
rapping.
That's
Jay Z,
yeah.
Big
That's-
Crit.
People are streaming down south music. That's what's on the rise right now. That's what's going up, and so that's how I feel. So I don't feel like that. Your point is valid. That's what I'm saying.
So we've reached to the conclusion that Drake neither makes nor breaks career.
But you
But
guys
it's
should
their
comment
artist.
below. Comment below. Comment below.
But what do
Please.
you think? But what do you think?
Please comment below and let me know, because I'm still Drake. I love you, but you run here break folks' career. That's why he keep rising to the
Break
top.
career.
That's what you do. You step on little guys so you can remain at the top. Remember that.
Step on.
But Migos
I
on the
helped you,
clear.
nigga. I gave you a
So,
feature.
so with that being said,
He gave you a future that he take 100% of the profits from. Are you crazy?
Oh, I got another
He take
one.
100%.
I got another topic that we gotta hit today. If Future was to do verses, who would it be against?
I say nobody.
I think Future's in his own category. I feel like Future came out with the, as they say, the mumble rap, the he has a good beat. I can't explain it. I feel like Future's in his own category, and I feel like he pioneered that.
You put
way of
anybody
music.
against Future, it wouldn't be fair.
But people would say Young Blood, but I just don't believe
Who
that.
you think it?
If you put Lil Wayne on there.
It wouldn't be fair to him.
Why?
No.
would
It
you?
wouldn't be fair to
Wayne's
Future
legendary.
because that's Wayne.
Why not?
Cause
Why
Wayne,
y'all
That's
just
not
say
fair.
Future? Huge
No,
rappers.
what I'm saying, Wayne is still Wayne. Nigga. If you give me 20 Wayne against 20 Future, I'm gonna take 20 Wayne every time.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's
And
gonna be
then I'm
unfair.
saying Future's
Like it's
Okay,
certain artists.
Go
it's
Atlanta deal and go
No,
2 Chainz.
I feel like
Nah, Future.
2 Chainz and Future.
this is what I feel like. I feel like you have to
Go 2 Chainz.
when
and
you're
Future.
doing a versus battle, you have to get someone that came out around the same time. Because that's I feel like the only way that you could put somebody against each other.
Who's
is
somebody that came out around the same time as Future, or think blowed up around the same time as Future,
that's what I
or it's
said.
getting hot?
Kanye.
No, you can't because Kanye's not that type of. He's not that
He
type
had
of
been
rapper.
out, but he had like took off of that.
He's not that type of rapper either, though. Like the only people that I can put. Okay, let's put Future's music in a category, right? I would put Future's music in a category with Young Thug. I would put it in there with. They do kind of have like the same type of.
Thug's still too young. Yet.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't put them together, but that's the category of rappers that they would have. So I really feel like again, Future pioneered that way of sound and that music. So you can't really put them.
This is why Future's so hard to match up against somebody. Future is stuck in between. I got way too many hits for you niggas, but I'm not at legendary status yet. You know what I'm saying?
I bet if I feel like I can put him at legendary
Because
status.
Wayne is somebody like he's solidified all the way across. Nigga, this is Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Drake even got to that level, right? You know what I'm saying? But
You don't feel like you put Future on there? I feel like Future's there.
with already legendary.
I feel like so.
Future.
I feel
No,
like
I feel like
Legendary.
you know what I feel like about Future. I feel like Future like Dame Lillard.
Yeah, like you
He's
know
a
this
nigga
nigga
who's
fire.
very great and fire, but just ain't
he's
won
still
shit,
missing
ain't did
Get
something.
some
shit.
accolades, man. Come on now.
He got 7 rings going in. No.
I feel
But-
like
What accolades Future
I
got?
feel like okay, let's Google search it right now. That's my job.
But
Somebody,
I-
go ahead.
so Future, I was saying like we know he will be a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? So, like, who was the person I said? Let me explain.
He
why.
got album of the year, best rap song, best rap performance, best music
What's the-
video.
He got BT awards and
What's the-
hip hop awards. See
Saying?
what I'm saying? That's like an all-star, or you made all NBA first team. That's Dame Lillard.
But see, I
He
feel
ain't quite there. He missing something.
I feel like too though, like I feel like with Future, like especially with the rap that we have going on now, I feel like Future still is in his own category. What the accolades are not, Future is always gonna be legendary. Like when he long and gone, you know what I'm saying? I feel like people will still be playing Future music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
you will still be hearing March Madness till
Yes.
We know
year
that, but that's
5000.
not what makes you legendary.
That's what I feel like makes you legendary when that music is still played on because
No,
you can.
because how many rappers have died?
Hey,
How many rappers have
okay,
died?
and that shit gonna jump.
They make a classic song.
They
Like,
don't
Not
count.
10 years from now.
Shit.
yes, it will.
You can still play OG
Bro.
Juice Man in the club
Bro.
in 10 years. And
Is
it's
that-
gonna go off.
You can, bro. You gonna play
I don't
Juvenile.
know
You gonna play
what you do. I
Juvenile
don't
for
know
the
what you do.
next.
Yeah.
You gonna play? Okay, that's a perfect
You
example.
gonna play
So y'all-
Juvenile
You
for
gonna
the
play
50 years.
Cash Money about to take over for the 2000.
We
I don't
have
give a
to
damn
ask-
where you
we
at.
have to
That
ask-
shit finna go.
We'll have to ask a teenager.
That shit
Ask
finna
a
go.
teenager will he
Yeah,
listen to
I feel
OJ
like-
the Juice Man now?
No, but I'm
And you'll
saying,
know it'll still be.
but
just,
it's people,
10
it's people
years
out
from
who
now.
music gonna live way forever, but they not like.
I feel like that's what
legendary
makes you a legend, honestly. When your music still be able to get played and,
You got,
and
you
fun
got-
and you
you
still
got-
making money
you
off
got
your
a-
music, that's
You got a
legendary.
catalog of music.
And then
That's
he
not
adds
just, that's
more.
not what. That,
Not just
it
a
takes
song.
more than just that.
But
It
Future
takes-
has the song and the albums and the music. He has it.
I get that. He's going to be, but this is what I'm saying. Like,
So
so
missing something for me.
yeah,
Just
like you
missing
when you
something.
name like remember what Lil Wayne said when you mentioning Biggie, Pac, and Jay-Z, don't forget to mention Weezy Baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had to put that on. You know what I'm saying? Because when you name a Lil Wayne, a Eminem, a Jay-Z, and all these amazing legendary artists, you're not finna put Future in a sentence with them.
I beg to
He just
differ.
off. He like a B plus, A
What
plus.
is off about himself?
I don't know.
He's
He's
not
just
there
not
yet.
there. He's
You
just
know
not
what it
there.
is? You know what it is? I
He
think
just not
I think it's
them.
because he's being the media so much about that child support.
No, we don't care nothing about that.
I don't know.
This is
I don't
strictly
know.
on his music.
So you just
I don't
feel
got
like he's
nothing to
just
do with
not
that.
there yet.
Yeah, he ain't had
Not
enough
there.
time in it.
Just something not there. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is.
why you feel like he had no time? How much time you think he
Because he been
How-
out for the longest since I was in
How
high
long
school.
Right.
I know.
Come
That's 10 years, right?
10 or 12, be
I've
honest.
been out of high school.
Future
for
came
13
out
years,
2000.
2011.
I've been listening to Future since.
2011.
Yeah, it'll be 13.
It's 10 years, 2021, 2011, 2021. So, this is what I'm saying, bro. So when you mention Lil Wayne, you mention Future.
Y'all just said he ain't
But
had a
I-
matchup. Y'all just said he ain't had a matchup.
How we? First of all, y'all are killing the subject. How we get off of the versus battle to legend status? Stay on top of it.
You have to be.
Look, no, we not on both.
I just said,
What
I
I'm
just
saying
brought
is-
it back.
What I'm saying
the
is,
internet
you
is
just
like-
put
Brought it
Wayne. But what I'm I'm saying is you can't put Wayne and Versus on a Wayne on a Versus with Future.
The
That ain't
internet-
got a
But
Future.
y'all
The
just said
internet is gonna kill me once again, but I don't care. I'm not a big Lil Wayne fan. You know what I'm saying? What y'all see as legendary, what the world may see as legendary, not saying that he's not legendary status. I'm not gonna take that away from him. I'm not gonna take that away from him. But to me, like, would I put him legendary in my eyes? No.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. Wayne the best motherfucking rapper ever.
period.
And that's why I say Wayne. You can't
sold
put Wayne
million,
versus
sold
nobody.
a million albums,
It's
real
certain
albums.
artists. It's certain artists.
So,
You
all
can't
right,
do
two different
I know
times.
somebody.
That's what
I
I'm
know.
saying.
First week.
That's what
I
I'm
know
saying.
somebody.
That's all I'm saying.
I know-
It's certain artists you can't
I
put
know
in
the
verse.
perfect artist to put against Future. He's just gonna lose.
Who?
Drake.
You can't do
They
that.
came out same time.
You can't do
They came
Drake
out
gonna
same-
lose to Future?
Yeah.
Hell no.
No, I said Future gonna lose.
Oh, okay.
No,
I don't
I'm saying
think-
they came out the same
that.
time.
They gonna be playing the same song.
They got-
That's not the way.
No, Drake got a
It's just a
whole.
party.
No, Drake got a whole lot more.
But
If
the stuff
Future
you
got
want
a
to
lot
hit
too-
them, for the stuff you want to hit them,
But
if
they-
they give you 20, if they give you
give
20,
you top
20, what 20 you gonna hit with
Drake
them not on the song together?
Drake. What a lot for Drake.
For either one of
For
them.
Drake, I mean,
For
a
one
lot
of
of
them
them.
gonna play, yeah. For
Future
Drake
gonna
gonna
have
be
Future gonna have a couple. You know what I'm saying? He gonna play March Madness.
let me put this out there. Let me put this out there. Before the internet just really come and murder me, Lil Wayne does have great lyricist skills, and he does not put music together, so he is a good rapper. I just don't like.
What was you doing in 2007?
I was at home listening to.
In 2007. In 2007. Lil Wayne. In 2007. When
I was.
right
I
before.
was.
Alright.
I was a church kid. Can't cap. I was a church kid.
I remember my
Y'all
dad
was
used to
telling me
throw.
not to listen to rap music.
My sister used to burn Lil Wayne mixtapes on the computer on a LimeWire, and my daddy used to throw them away.
Bad shit.
But no, from the Drought to the Carter to
All the
the
mixtapes.
everything that he ever put
The
out.
only person you can put against Wayne is Wayne himself. Mixtape Wayne versus album.
Ooh. Fire.
Yeah.
That's the only versus.
No, Wayne and Jay-Z can go against each other.
That's two
I
different
think Wayne
styles of
killed
rap.
Jay-Z.
I think Wayne killed Jay-Z too. Alright.
I would definitely pick Wayne on Jay-Z, and I don't like Jay-Z music either. So
But I like Jay-Z music.
Watch, people in the comments gonna be like, what is wrong with
What
these
is
niggas?
wrong with that?
Jay's the GOAT.
No, Wayne the GOAT.
Wayne is the go to the South, and Jay-Z is the go of North.
Wayne's the GOAT to everywhere.
I don't know, because I don't really think I can't say that.
Wayne,
I can't say that.
Wayne went to New York and took over. He had what's old boy from New York group? What's that group? Dipset. Jewels.
It's fucking Dipset. Who the fuck want to listen to Dipset? Lil Wayne was definitely the
Yo,
go.
I knew your
I can't lie. Hold on.
That was a
I
movie.
can't lie. I know
It's a
that
whole
New York.
movement.
Yeah, that
This
is
nigga
Oh,
was dressing.
movie.
You
So
know
you
that-
tell-
That's hot.
Stop.
Dipset
So
had niggas wearing
Jay
jeans.
Jones, Joel Santana, Haley Cameron,
You
tell me right now,
niggas was hot.
if Dipset had a concert, all y'all would go.
No.
All right,
This
then.
is
All right,
This
then.
is South.
This is
That-
South.
That wasn't our music.
Dipset was hard.
In New York,
when they was
New
doing
York, and then up north, that's them.
Niggas in the
Yeah.
South was dressing like Dipset. Man.
They was running shit when Ja Rule was out.
Bro, New York niggas gonna hate us. I don't care, cause them niggas be saying some wild stuff about the South, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's the next subject?
Scammers.
Oh.
Are they businessmen or criminals? Police aside.
They are businessmen. They are businessmen.
Okay, all right. So basically, we was on live earlier, and somebody
Oh, yeah, that's
told
our
us.
live question from Facebook.
Yeah, somebody told us that. All right, they was like scammers. Are they businessmen or are they criminals? Because most of these big Fortune 500 companies that we be trading stocks on, guess what they started off with?
Doing some
Scamming.
bullshit.
I'm
You know what
gonna
I'm
say
saying?
this. I'm gonna say this. I'm scared of Fed time. I don't want to do Fed time, so I ain't gonna knock it, bro. You gonna scam that money, get that money, but Fed time, you gotta do all that time. No probation, you gotta do all of Fed time. Not a day early, not a day late. You gotta do 26 years of Fed
All
time.
right, let's say we don't live in the society we live in today, and the same privilege that white people got, we got right now.
And that'd be a
Would
good
you
story.
take your chances on scamming to create a big Fortune 500 company?
If I had white privilege, I definitely would because I know I won't go to jail.
Some of the biggest corporations.
Because Lori Loughlin, isn't that her name off of Full House?
Yeah.
She ain't begging.
She out now.
Like 2 days in jail.
I think that whole thing, 2 months or 6 months, look it up. So like that's what you call white privilege.
At a
Okay.
hotel that they call prison.
She went to the nice federal prison where Martha Stewart was at. So don't let them fool you.
But
So she wasn't a businesswoman?
so how? But I want to know more. I want to look deeper into it. Like, how do you view business? You know what I'm saying? How far are you willing to go when it comes to business?
Oh, she did 2
Nah.
months. She did 2 months in jail.
2 months.
Shame.
White privilege.
So I think that a part of business is scamming. A part of it.
It's lying. That's all the business is. It's lying.
It's not lying, it's promotion. That's the scamming part. Promotion. I think that somebody who scam well typically can do well in business.
Yeah.
The same
Right.
way a street person can do well in business.
But I feel like you have to have that avenue to like be opened up to you in order for you to go that way.
Yeah, you gotta have somebody like show you the other side of it. Like, I see you doing it wrong over here, but let me show you the right way to do it.
But good business does not equal good ethics. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
That's why I
very
said business.
true.
You don't
Sometimes.
never trust a businessman.
Sometimes.
But that's why you gotta make sure you're doing business with people that got morals.
Honestly, though, I don't care what anybody say. Once your business get to a certain level of like, it's just out there.
Sometimes you gotta
Your-
step on people.
Your morals will always
That's
get
true.
corrupt when you get too big. I don't care what
Yep.
nobody says. Your morals will always get corrupt.
There's no such thing as an uncorrupt billionaire.
And that's
You know
how
what I'm saying?
I feel like people feel
Incorrupt.
similar about Kevin Hart like that. Like, he done got so big to where he got to step on a couple of people.
Shoot, I don't even think he up that big. I think about people like Jeff Bezos. For him to make the correct business decisions, sometimes he gotta lay
He
out
gotta
thousands of people at
You
a
gotta,
time.
and then you gotta cut certain people out of your stuff because come
you
on
gotta
now.
shut down this whole branch.
Yeah.
But I'm still making 300 billion.
Or even with the like the pandemic.
Or I just saved 3 million because I shut
Think
down.
about people like Bill Gates. Bill Gates ain't never gave no medical advice to nobody till the pandemic started. A lot of people think he was in the plot to start it, but
Because
because
he's sitting off in the middle of nowhere in a yacht, so he couldn't catch corona.
who's been coming up since the pandemic started? High level tech companies. I'm talking about earning hundreds
They
of
scam
billions
their way through
in
corona.
minutes.
Come
you know
on
what I'm
now.
saying?
That's a conspiracy
So-
theory, though.
Well, they said Jeff Bezos made how much in an hour or something like that?
Large amount. I don't know how
15
much.
billion or something like
Large
that.
number, yeah.
So-
Crazy, man.
So who's to say
Change some lives.
if you're a good businessman, who's to say I ain't paying somebody to go and create a virus that's gonna make
That
my
definitely
business?
happens all the time. That happens all the time with, especially rich white men in America. That happens all the time. Like the Rothschilds, they own America.
Hey, you feel? Hey.
You know what I'm saying? We getting into hey, y'all.
Hold on.
Black people, please protect us, black
And
people.
then that's the story any minute now.
But real talk, like I'm about to say something that is not gonna be very popular. Who's to say you won't start a war because it's good for business? Think about people like the Bush
Yeah.
family and the oil company and 911.
Come on.
9/11.
Not-
Yeah, I mean 9/11, 911, it's the same exact thing.
If I'm trying to tell the people that I need help, I'm calling 911. If I'm talking about the horrific events that happened on September 11th, I'm saying
Well,
911.
at my school, we made a song called 911.
Oh my God! Please.
911. I'll never forget.
You might cut that part out.
Definitely cut
Cut
that
that
part
part
out.
out.
Definitely cut that
Cut
part
that
out.
part out.
We gotta cut it out.
You know, we cut that.
Cut that part out.
We cut that.
But anyway,
I think
First of all, I want to talk about why you still got your Christmas lights still.
why we don't gotta go there, bro.
That's a topic.
I'm black. I'm black.
How
And black people
long-
leave their Christmas trees up until Easter.
how long is too long for you to still have your Christmas decorations up after Christmas?
What a
2
Easter
weeks after Christmas,
What?
it's over with.
What a Easter bunny
Yeah,
gonna sleep
I
at?
said
and
a
no
week.
Christmas
2
tree
weeks
sleep
after
on?
Christmas. That's too,
A
anything
week
after
after
that
Christmas is too long for me.
I'm not even gonna lie. I remember back in my day when my grandma had our Christmas lights up at the house. We waited till the month after January was over with. Then we started taking out our Christmas lights.
Like I'm saying, where the Easter Bunny gonna sleep at if it ain't no Christmas tree for the sleeper on? You gotta keep, as a black people, we keep Lowry season salt and we keep Christmas trees until Easter. Like everybody know
Take
that.
your Christmas trees and your Christmas lights down.
I ain't hurt nobody. We need more
So
trees
hold
in the
on. So you
world.
mean to tell me after Christmas you should have your Christmas lights until April?
If you
January,
still
February,
got
March,
your, if
4
you
months?
still,
They not Christmas lights no more. They just survive. That's all I'm saying.
With the Christmas tree still in the background with the whole.
go get you some LED lights if you want to buy.
We got them too.
Take the Christmas lights down.
Take the Christmas tree down. I don't take the
They
Christmas
still
tree
Christmas
down.
lights.
Christmas tree down.
Nobody used them green string lights until Christmas.
I was using the seat. I don't know about y'all. Anyway, it's a vibe.
I feel it.
Please leave your comments below. How long is too long?
I don't like the way they just made me skip over my now. One.
We stop it.
On that note, this was episode
No, it wasn't.
4.
Yes,
Yes, it was.
Oh,
It is over.
wow.
It is over.
Oh,
This has been a good episode. Shout out to our special
Oh.
guest, always_talking. Follow on Instagram.
Thank you.
Follow me, that's just Jamal. O_that's with a D, Jamal. Just Jamal, my bad.
YouTube, Antoine Minecraft.
I still had something to say about my now.
No,
Follow me. Follow me at Chose Be Great, man, on everything.
The rapper, the singer, the
Everything.
songwriter, the actor, the great man that he's gonna be.
You better know it.
Chose to be great.
There we go. Look at that. Power to the people. We out
Did
here.
you?